Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, I'll be reacting to disturbing TikToks that'll keep you up all night. If y'all are new here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it today, guys.
Have y'all seen that clip from the 2005 SpongeBob hijacking that is going viral right now on TikTok? You know the one, right? Where somebody hijacked Nickelodeon in the middle of the episode, Gary Takes a Bath? If not, let me remind you. The clip starts off with Gary staring at a clock on the wall, seemingly nervous for bath time, and waiting for SpongeBob to come home. But when he does, something is off.
You will understand. You will understand.
After this happened, the cartoon cut completely, and whoever the hijacker was started to say some really disturbing things. We will be friends once more, undeterred by all we've been through. And regardless of all that separated us, all that I'm longing for is an old friend. See you soon, Jerry. Sorry, Jerry. I don't know what you did, but I'm gonna see you soon. To Nicole and Anthony, I'm sorry. I miss you. I want to hear your funny laugh again. I want to stop hearing your screaming at night. When I see you at the edge of my bed and threaten that someone I know would hurt us. Thank you. You are not welcome.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever watch cable TV ever again. There's just something about analog horror that just sends chills down my entire spine. No, thank you.
In the 1950s, Soviet scientists performed one of the most disturbing experiments in medical history. They created a living two-headed dog. The procedure involved surgically attaching the upper body of a puppy onto the back of a fully grown dog. By connecting their blood vessels and nerves, the scientists managed to keep both heads alive. At first, the two heads could eat, blink, and move independently. However, the puppy's esophagus wasn't connected to a stomach, so it couldn't properly digest food and relied entirely on the host dog's circulatory system. Despite surviving for 29 days, the pair eventually died from infection and organ rejection. Their bodies were preserved and displayed in a medical museum in Latvia. While this shocking experiment contributed to scientific knowledge on transplantation and organ function, it also sparked ethical outrage worldwide.
Unethical outrage? Who would think such a thing? And if my man keeps getting hung up on the whole esophagus stomach issue, maybe he should have taken notes from the doctor in the Human Centipede movie. I'm just saying, if you know, you know.
What? She's not getting down. Who, honey? Kalang's not getting down. What's her name? Kalang? Yeah, she's not getting down. Where is she, honey? Where is she? She's in the living room. She's not getting off the chair. Okay. What would you like me to do about this? She needs to get off the chair because she's gonna fall on her head. Okay. How does she look? Looks like she has makeup on herself. Okay. She's not listening to my words. Okay, go tell her to get down and then see if she gets down. Okay. Come on, get down. Okay. Get down. Thank you. She got down. Are you playing with her? Oh yes, I'm using it. She was just there on the chair because I liked her to get off, so. But she's on. Okay.
Kalang? Is it Kalang? Congrats on the new home. My family and I will be out by Tuesday.
World's first outdoor tilting experience in Bangkok. Overseeing Bangkok's skyline from the highest rooftop in Bangkok. It's located at King Power Mahanakhon. You will be given a watch that shows your heartbeat. You will be tilted to 75 degree at 196 meter high. Just take train to BTS Cheongnangsy station to get here.
Why? For real, why? For why? Why would you even want to do such a thing? Maybe when I was younger, but nowadays in my senior citizen twilight years, you couldn't pay me enough, guys. I don't know what it is, guys, but something about this house just screams haunted. Did you see the imprints on the mattress? This is 100% on my list of paranormal clips that I fully believe, guys.
Kris Jenner has a new face.
I don't understand how that's even possible.
So here's what they do. They chop you open right here, like all right here. They chop you open all down here, like behind your ears. They chop your neck, and they pull it up, and they sew it back into the muscle.
What is the long-term effects of that? Anything?
Yeah, like you lose the elasticity.
Like you'll kind of just always like wide-eye it?
Yeah, and it like makes your lip like, so you're kind of just like this, and you probably laugh like,
Get this. Scientists in Russia have confirmed that they now know what happens to you after you die. I'm not talking about your body, that's just food, we all know that. I mean, your spirit, if you like, your consciousness. I read it on the Russian version of Google last night called Yandex. I don't know why this is not all over media right now. I've not slept a wink. So, if you don't know, Russia's largest tech company, Vladtech, have spent the last 10 years creating an interface to your brain that somehow embeds a code into every atom of you. So when you die, they can then locate that code within you, and it's like an Apple AirTag, but on a more expensive, grander level. So they can basically see where your electricity, spirit and memories go to, and they call it a SIC code, soul identity code or something like that. And what they just discovered was mind-blowing. So the first volunteer who passed away, they followed his code but lost it because it was travelling faster than anything they can record. An hour later, when the computers caught up and refreshed, if you like, the SIC code settled in another galaxy called, I've written it down somewhere, Jade's GS-Z140, which is over 1 billion light years away. It's one of the furthest galaxies that we know of. This is life-changing for us all as human beings. I cannot believe no one's talking about this. And apparently the scientists don't know why it stopped there. Do we all go there? You know, what's it doing there? It's... I'm speechless.
How about new?
Attention valued guests. An emergency situation requires you to shelter in place for your safety. Please stay inside your hotel room or remain in a secure location. Do not exit the building or move to other areas. We will provide updates as more information becomes available.
This would cause instant panic. I don't care what anyone says. Guys, I would be down in my car so fast your head would spin. And then they top it all off and end with the purge siren? Crazy, guys.
What did you see first in this image? A rabbit or a duck? If it was a rabbit, then it's likely that your left brain hemisphere is more dominant. Your mathematical abilities and talent for logical step-by-step thinking are often admired by others. You excel at tasks requiring precision, such as writing, reading, and calculating, and you possess outstanding analytical skills. You value clarity and structure, love solving complex problems, and enjoy finding clear answers. The world of order and logic is your natural habitat. If you saw the duck first, then your right brain hemisphere is probably more dominant. You're a creative person with strong intuition and a vivid imagination. You easily express emotions through visuals and love to dream and explore new ideas. You're inspired by music, painting, and other forms of self-expression that allow for creative thinking. You find joy in unconventional ideas and original solutions that bring color and vibrancy to everyday life. Now write in the comments what you saw first and what you think about it.
I mean, at first I saw the duck, but now I see a rabbit. And I can't really see the duck as easily as when I first started this experiment. I don't know, maybe there wasn't a duck in the first. What do you guys see? Let me know down below.
Poetics, bring the drums in.
Very cool. This right here is the kind of stuff that I always wanted to look under a microscope and see back when I was in chemistry class. But for some reason, all we got to look at were like leaves, plants, or some type of algae. So,
yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science.
They discovered a new species of shark, and I could only hope I'm the first one to tell you about it. It's so cool. So let's dive into it. The Ocean Census believes that we've only actually discovered about 10% of what's out there.
Crazy.
10%. It's 2025. That means that there's 1 to 2 million creatures at least that we've yet to discover. They've given us 800 new ones, and out of those, I picked my top 3, with the third one obviously being the new shark. This right here is a gastropod. It's super cute, right? Wrong. It has a snail inside of it that has harpoon-like teeth, okay? But this guy has a cousin who has helped us create medical breakthroughs in things like pain relief. So this could be an exciting discovery for the future of medicine. The last time we discovered something from this little guy's family was the year 1881. So he's super rare and he's super cute, and sea stars are important because they help with recycling of nutrients and stuff in the ocean. So he's rare and he's special and he's important. And finally, the guitar shark. This little rock and roll guy is cool because he has features of both a shark and a ray. He was discovered off the coast of Tanzania in Africa, and he is the 38th species of guitar shark that we know of. So, I love science. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I freaking love sharks, guys, especially when they find new species of sharks. Although I was waiting for her to say a megalodon, this one might have just shot to the top of my list, primarily because it's called a guitar shark. So, very cool, guys.
I don't think you could survive a week in the Amazon River, because I don't think you stand a chance against a lot of the stuff that lives down there. We won't even mention caimans, jaguars, anacondas, river dolphins, river otters. We'll only talk about the fish. Let's start off with the red-bellied piranha, arguably the most recognizable Amazonian species. Now, these guys can bite steel wire in half, so you can only imagine what they do to your finger. But wait! I want you to meet their bigger, badder, more aggressive cousin, the black piranha. Now, not only is this the biggest piranha species in the world, but it has one of the strongest bite to size ratios of any animal on the planet. It's 3 times more than an alligator. But there's more! This is called a payara, It's also called the vampire fish. It's pretty clear to see why. Now, these guys use those giant bottom fangs of theirs to puncture or snag other fish. Now, apparently they're not dangerous to humans, but I don't want to take any chances. Or, what about the electric eel, which can shock you with 800 volts of electricity, or 1 amp, which now, you might say, oh, 1 amp isn't a lot, until you realize that it takes 1/10 of that to kill a person, and they grow over 8 feet long. But wait, there's more! How would you like to get stung by a stingray with a barbed spine that'll rip your flesh out? Cause those live in the Amazon River too. Or what about get attacked by a bull shark? Cause they live in the Amazon River too. Or, what about the various different kinds of catfish that vary in sizes, like this one, the Paraiba, which can grow really big, enough to swallow a person, and according to local legends, they have! Or what about this parasite, the kangaroo, which I'm not gonna go into much detail, but just know, if you pee in a river, these guys can swim up that pee, get stuck in your urethra, and because they have barbed spines, they can only be taken out by surgery. Oof. Now, apparently this is a myth, but I'm not taking any chances with this. And don't even get me started on the pacu, because they're called nutcrackers. You wanna know why? Give me a second. Those teeth, they will crack your nuts.
I'm sorry, guys, but you can count me out on ever visiting the Amazon River, okay? Any body of water that has fish swimming around it that they call nutcrackers, it's a safe bet that I will never, ever travel there. Super creepy.
No, está perro este.
Now, just for context, the person recording this was visiting this museum after his father came here a few days ago. His dad told him that there was something off about this place. He doesn't know why, but the exhibition that's dedicated to a woman known as Maria Sabina creeps him out. Whether it's because her wax statue looks a little too real, or her history with witchcraft, the whole exhibition scares him. But after watching this video that his son took, there's no way that he's coming back to this place now.
Can I tell you that I was just getting ready to say, where in the world can this lady still smoke a cigarette indoors? Totally thought she was real, guys. Creepy AF.
Simply place it where you want it and press burn. And it's that easy. And to remove the pod, all you gotta do is slide the two sleeves apart. And the best part is it barely leaves any visible damage. And if you're wondering how the mechanism works, we'll walk over here and I'll show you. And as you can see, we have some drywall here. We're just going to demonstrate how the mechanism works. As you press the two sleeves together, 4 counter-opposing stainless steel prongs lock on to the wall. It's as simple as that. They don't penetrate, leaving utilities unharmed. And that's it.
I've watched this clip over and over and over again many times, guys, and still have no clue how this thing works. So if you guys have any idea how this contraption works and can explain it to me like I'm a 7-year-old, please do so down below, guys.
I see that. This is the 3rd time I've come through, and this is exactly how I've seen them. 3 times now.
Alright, tell me I'm on crack. Every time I turn off the light, there's like a shadow there. Watch. You see that? What the f? What the f? I'm not on crack, dude.
I'm so scared right now.
B. B.
Oh, that person filming and doing absolutely nothing to help is a straight up piece of shit, okay? And I don't buy the fact that the person was doing it to help her, you know? This was done for one thing and one thing only: views.
Oh, 2026 might not be our glory year after all, because standing airline seats might be dropping next year. It's reported that several low-cost airlines across Europe are considering swapping out some economy class seats for these new prototypes known as the Skyrider 2.0. Passengers would sit at a 45-degree angle with shame and are positioned upright so the airline can fit more seats closer together. By doing this, it could increase passenger capacity by 20%. They're 50% lighter, so that'll cut down on fuel costs. And they have less components, meaning they'll cut down the price of maintenance too. Now, the PR version as to why they would do this to us is that all of this saving on money would allow them to charge you less for your ticket. So keep that in mind when you hobble off that plane and your cheeks feel like they've just been to a Diddy party. You'll be happy to hear, though, that these seats do actually adhere to global safety regulations and will be confined only to specific flights, most likely ones that are less than 2 hours. But if you look at a seat and have to question whether it's legal, it probably shouldn't be. So the question is, would you be willing to endure the discomfort for the promise of a better price or not?
Airlines lowering their prices? Guys, I wouldn't hold my breath, all right? And let me tell you something. I am 6'2" and 200 plus pounds. I have a hard enough time fitting in a coach seat, and now you want to make them smaller? Crazy, guys. Greed. Pure greed. Period.
The GPS signal has been lost. Whoa, whoa. They told me. Told me. Watch his movies. Things get moody. Man, don't use me. Worse. My heart. Whoa. Yeah.
So, what's he trying to say? That Stranger Things was based off of real events? What are you going to tell me next? That E.T. was a documentary? That's not sci-fi, guys. That's straight up conspiracy fuel.
Have y'all seen this video going around the internet of this man that looks like Kanye West? Now, before I start, this is not false information. This is just opinions, okay? But this guy looks just like Kanye West. The man who took the video was trying to talk to him and he was just completely zoned out, was not moving at all. This man looks more like Kanye West than Kanye West looks like Kanye West anymore. This is Kanye now compared to this guy. And man, he said if he ever disappears, whoever came back wasn't him. That's Kanye from back in the day. Look how much this man looks like him. What's really weirding me out is the haircut, because he looks like he's been lobotomized. I mean, is that Kanye? That looks so much like old Kanye. That is just weird. It's uncanny, for real. It's crazy. And I'm telling y'all, look at this. Here's a before and after picture of a woman after she had a lobotomy down here. It's pretty weird. What do you guys think?
Oh, this one's crazy, guys. Either this right here is Kanye's clone, or Ye has finally taken off the grid to an entire new level, guys.
Tell me this doesn't sound freaking weird. My son was playing Rocket League with another kid. That kid did not have a mic. He was only able to type. And he was asking my son a lot of personal questions today, like what city he lives in, what school he goes to, and how old he is. He then asked my son for his phone number so he could call him. And my son was like, well, I don't have a phone, but I can call you from my Alexa device. And the thing with an Alexa device is if you are calling a phone, it will then show the number that's associated with the Alexa account to that phone number as the caller ID. So my son had called and left him a voicemail, and that guy ended up calling back, except I got the phone call. So when I had answered it, someone was completely silent and then hung up on me. And I didn't think much of it. And then I got a call again and I answered it, and then the guy was completely silent and hung up on me. And then my son came downstairs and was like, "Mom, my friend's trying to call me. Can I talk to him?" And I was like, "Yes, Bentley, but I just researched his phone number and it actually belongs to like a 40-year-old man. Are you sure this is a kid you're talking to?" And at the time, the kid was still on the Rocket League account and he could hear everything through my son's headphones. So the kid ended up exiting out of the game immediately and texting my phone saying, "I am an 11-year-old boy. If you don't believe me, I'm unfriending you." And I wrote back pretending to be my son saying, "Oh, I believe that you're an 11-year-old boy." And he had wrote back and said, "Are you sure? Because your mom was really mad." And I was like, "Yeah, no, she's fine. She was just cooking dinner and was confused on why somebody kept calling her and not talking." So then I pretend to keep messaging him as my son, and then he ended up blocking my phone number. So then I called him from my different phone and he ended up blocking that phone number. And then I ended up doing research on that phone number, and it actually belongs to like a 40-year-old man, like I had said, that has no kids, is engaged, and has a record. I can't confirm if this is the same guy, but everything online said this phone number belongs to this guy. So I reached out to his fiance and his job and asked if that's his phone number, because if that's his freaking phone number, why is he pretending to be an 11-year-old talking to my son and asking him all these personal questions? Like, that's freaking weird, right? Anyway, I'll give you an update if it is him, along with his name and number and every other information I can give you, because he's a freaking creep.
Oh, this one is straight up terrifying, guys. Terrifying. It ain't all pixels and fun, all right? There are some real freaking creeps out there. A grown man pretending to be a little boy in a video game. That is straight up nightmare fuel for any parent alive, all right? Talk about a parent's worst nightmare coming to life. Guys, I would hunt this man down and you know. Weird. Weird.
1540 Broadway. That's just the address.
I'm sorry, guys. I hate to burst your bubble, but this is not as insidious or disturbing as you may think it is, all right? Every night at 11:57, New York City shuts down all the ads and all the commercials in Times Square, and for the next 3 minutes, it'll showcase new artists' work. So, that's what we're seeing here, guys. Not as crazy as you may think.
Hey, guys. Traveling northbound I-25 towards Albuquerque, and state police are transporting what appears to be a UFO. Check it out. Only in New Mexico.
So for everyone out there saying that this is a wind turbine, I guarantee you've never actually seen a real wind turbine. So I'm just saying, guys, if anything, this gives off Flight of the Navigator vibes. If you know, you know. That's all I got this week, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Smash that like and subscribe button. Fam, the merch store is open. Go cop a t-shirt or a hoodie or even just a mug. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.